Right now, your body is trying to kill the heat before the heat kills you. Sweat is beading on your skin. Your blood vessels are widening. Your heart rate is climbing. And you're not even thinking about it. This system is older than clothing, older than fire, older than language itself. It's the reason your ancestors are still your ancestors. And it almost didn't work. 2 million years ago, on the open grasslands of East Africa, the sun was not your friend. Most mammals that size would drop dead of heat stroke chasing prey through midday heat. Early humans didn't. Somehow, this fragile, slow, clawless primate became one of the best heat-dumping machines on the planet. Better than lions, better than cheetahs, better than almost anything with fur. Here's the puzzle. Fur is armor against sun, cold, and injury. So why did early hominins throw it away? Losing your fur in a world full of thorns, biting insects, and UV radiation sounds like a terrible evolutionary bet. And yet it happened. And it happened alongside a massive upgrade in sweat glands. Harvard biologist Daniel Lieberman has spent decades studying this trade-off. His research on human thermoregulation shows that humans have roughly 2 to 5 million eccrine sweat glands, far more than any other primate, and that this, combined with losing body hair, let early humans dump heat through evaporative cooling far more efficiently than furred animals panting for their lives. Okay, but let's be honest for a second. Evolution basically looked at stay covered and slow versus get naked and sweaty and picked the second one. Bold strategy. It paid off because that cooling system unlocked something huge: endurance. Lieberman's persistence hunting research argues that early humans could chase prey animals, antelope, wildebeest, not by outrunning them in a sprint, but by outlasting them. A cheetah overheats after a burst of speed and has to stop. A human, sweating and hairless, can keep jogging through the hottest part of the day until the animal collapses from heat exhaustion. Slow and sweaty beat fast and furry. But surviving heat wasn't just about better plumbing. It was about surviving chaos. At the Olorgesailie Basin in Kenya, Smithsonian paleoanthropologist Rick Potts has spent years excavating layers of sediment that record wild swings between lush lakes and bone-dry desert, sometimes within a single human lifetime's worth of geological time. Potts calls this variability selection, the idea that humans weren't shaped to survive one climate. They were shaped to survive unpredictability itself. Think about that. Not heat resistance, chaos resistance. That's the twist most people miss. Everyone assumes humans survived heat because we adapted to heat. But the evidence says the opposite. We survived because we adapted to constant, unpredictable change, and heat tolerance was just one tool in that survival kit. Alongside bigger brains, tool use, and social cooperation. That reframes everything. It wasn't a slow crockpot of get used to hot weather. It was a pressure cooker of droughts, floods, and temperature swings that killed off anything too specialized to cope. And there's a visible fingerprint of this on your face right now. Literally. Anthropologist Nina Jablonski's research on skin pigmentation shows that as humans lost fur and exposed bare skin to intense equatorial sun, dark skin evolved as protection against UV damage and folate breakdown, while sweat glands handled the heat side of the equation. Two separate problems, two separate biological patches, both because we decided fur was optional. Somewhere around 200,000 years later, humans carrying this heat-dumping, chaos-surviving toolkit started walking out of Africa into deserts, savannas, and eventually ice ages. The same body built to survive brutal heat also had to survive brutal cold. And it did, not through new biology, but through behavior, shelter, fire, clothing, and knowledge passed down instead of coded into genes. That's honestly the real superpower here. Not sweat glands, not skin color. The ability to survive an environment your body wasn't built for, by outsmarting it instead of out-evolving it. A polar bear is stuck being a polar bear. You can put on a jacket and go inside. So let's compress 2 million years into 10 seconds. 2 million years ago, naked, sweaty, slow hominins start out enduring faster animals under a brutal sun. Hundreds of thousands of years of wild climate swings at places like Olorgesailie select for adaptability over specialization. Tens of thousands of years ago, that same adaptability lets humans survive deserts, ice ages, and everything in between, using tools and culture instead of new bodies. And the twist holds all the way through. It was never really about beating the heat. It was about never being locked into just one way of surviving anything. Which brings us back to you, right now. Sweating slightly without noticing, heart rate quietly adjusting, skin doing its ancient job. You're not just cooling down. You're running 2 million years of the most successful survival strategy on the planet, one bead of sweat at a time. If you want to go deeper on any of the research mentioned here, Lieberman's work on endurance and thermoregulation, Pott's work at Olorgesailie, or Jablonski's work on skin evolution, I'll leave some starting points in the description.